Okay. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and get started since it is a little bit after 9, and I know you guys probably have family at home and you have other stuff to do, but this is actually our first Zoom call for brand new coaches, just so we can get you started off on the right track and in the right direction for starting your business. So thank you guys so much for getting on. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Deidra Penrose, and I am the creator of Forever Fit. I started this team about 2.5 years ago, which is when I started working the business. I thought of a team name. It was just something that it popped into my head, and I figured I'm going to make this team name. I like it. I started with one coach, and over time, I found another coach, and that coach found another coach, and we just continued duplicating our success on our own journey and wanting to help other people along the way. And it has turned into having an amazing team. Sorry, and here we are. Guys, I'm just going to make sure you're all muted. If you aren't muted and you're able to, that would be awesome if you could do that. Because for some reason, I don't know how to mute everyone on my own. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to make sure that you're all muted. Okay, cool. So what I wanted to do today is just kind of tell you the first things that we do getting started as coaches, maybe what to look forward to, and a couple upcoming events that we are going to be having and doing for you guys to get started. And this call is not meant to scare you, I promise. This is just the beginning of an amazing journey for everyone. And anything that I talk about today, I want you guys to know that it's going to be repeated plenty of times, because as new coaches, it's kind of overwhelming with the information. Anytime we're starting something new, it is a little overwhelming. But like I said, it's going to be a lot of repetitive stuff that we're going to go over and over and over until you understand it and get it. And I want you guys to know that you can ask questions along the way. Even if you think there's a stupid question or it's something that you should already know, please don't feel that way, because at one time, every single coach here, every single successful coach, every top coach in the company started at day one, and they started right where you were. So please feel free to ask questions at any time. You can type in here. There's a little chat bar at the bottom. It just says chat. If you click on that, you can actually type in questions. You can also unmute yourselves as well. If you have questions outside of this group, we do have the team page Forever Fit. If you are not in that, we can definitely make sure that you do get in, but you should be in it because you have the link. So you can always ask the question in Forever Fit or talk to your personally sponsored coach who signed you up and brought you in here. All right. And also these Zoom calls that we are doing, that we're on right now, this is actually what I use for the majority of my calls. We have team calls every Thursday, and this is what we use as well. So now that you have it downloaded to your phone or computer, you're going to have easy access now to get all of the calls. So, all right. So the first steps that I have my coaches take once they start is a coach welcome email. And most of you guys should have gotten that if you haven't already. If you are in Forever Fit, there's also the coach welcome email that is in the file section. So if you didn't get that, please make sure that you look in the file section and download that to your computer. That way you have it. And you can just look at the different options that are available to you as a coach. Now, for all of you guys, you're probably here because you want to grow a business, but I want you to know that if at any time you feel uncomfortable or you realize this might not be something that you want to do, there is no pressure to ever sell anything. That is not what this company is about. This company is about helping you on your health and fitness journey. Okay. For me, I love to help people both physically and financially, which is why we're here. But your health and your fitness comes first. So we want to make sure that you are getting the most out of your own journey. So if you feel too overwhelmed, you feel like you cannot take on anything else, please know that we are here to support you 100% through everything. Okay, so that is in the Coach Welcome email. It just talks about the first couple steps of whether you want to just get the discount with Shakeology, whether you want to earn a part-time income, a full-time income, or just pay for your Shakeology. And if you are all coaching here, we are all we should be using Shakeology and the fitness programs. That's why we're here, because we're either on our journey and we want the discount, or we are trying to be a product of the product and show other people what can happen if they stay consistent, stay committed to their goals. And we know that these programs, the nutrition guides, the Shakeology is amazing. We've all been on this journey. So there are a few coaches on here that are actually the top coaches in Forever Fit. Lauren, I see you. Alicia, I see you. There's a few of us, and everyone started on their own journey, and we're still on our own journey. And one thing that is the same with all of us is we all use the programs. We still use Shakeology every single day, and we are very confident that it works and it has changed our lives in many, many ways. And that's why we're here today, because we feel that it is very important to give that opportunity to other people. I feel like everyone deserves it. Whether you need to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 25 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, we've seen it all. Whether you just want to tone, we've seen it all. There's been life changes with every route that you have with your goals. And that's what's so amazing about this journey. So I just want to thank you guys for joining us on this journey, because like I said, it's life-changing. It's amazing. And there are a lot of opportunities ahead of you guys if this is something that you really want to do and push for. All right. So in the Coach Welcome email, because I keep getting sidetracked, there are a couple of things at the bottom that helps you get set up with your back office. Does anyone know what their back office is? Their online office. Have you guys heard about that yet? Okay. Cool. So I'm actually going to screen share with you guys and hope that you can all see it along with all of my other stuff that I have. All right. I cannot see you guys, so, oh, hold on. Can someone unmute themselves and tell me if you can see this? Can you guys see my online office?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So there's a few things that I always have our new coaches do right away so they can get started helping people and getting the results and the reward from that. So in order for someone to join you, whether it's a customer, whether it's a coach that's joining us on our team, you need to have somewhere to take them. So this is your back office. You're going to see your name at the top, and this is just going to the coach tab on your Team Beachbody site. You'll go to the coach tab. Instead of signing up to be a coach, this is where it's actually going to take you. It's your coach online office, aka I call it a back office. You'll see your name, your coach ID, your rank, which should be active if you are actively using Shakeology and the products. If you just purchased it, you may not show active until your order is shipped. You'll see your upline coach and your Star Diamond upline coach. And my Zoom call is done. Sorry, guys. Let me get rid of that. All right. Sorry, I had a call right before this and it was recorded. And then you'll have at the very bottom your alerts, how many coaches are in your organization, your new customers, your emails. And then to the right, you have coach breaking news. So anything that Beachbody wants to let us know about, any new information, updates, new workout programs, events, all of that is going to be in your coach breaking news. So every week something comes out new, and you always want to make sure that you're checking that on a regular basis. Okay, so when you have your coaches or customers who want to sign up with you, you need to have somewhere to take them. So you can go to your website tab, edit Beachbody Coach, and if you speak English, which you probably do because you're listening to me talk, you're going to click on English, and then you are going to see your website is pretty much set up for you, which is really awesome because Beachbody takes care of a lot for us. They really just make us do the minimal, and that's what's so great about it. But you're going to see your name. All you need to do is put your phone number and a picture of you. And I recommend if you're going to do a picture of you, make sure that it's just you. That way when people can search your site, they'll see who you are. So, I wouldn't recommend putting you and your friends on there. I know people do put their family on there. That is perfectly fine. But whenever it's just you, it makes it more obvious of who their coach is going to be and who they're looking at. Okay. And then everything else is pretty much set up. I did edit my little welcome, my little blurb here about being a coach. And then to the right on the bottom, you'll see everything that you can edit is in like an outline. So you can actually click on these two logos and you can pick and choose what you would like to use. Now you'll notice for me, I have the Shakeology actually. You would have to scroll down and pick whatever you want, but you'll see that I have Shakeology because Shakeology is our number one product. Nutrition is 80% of our results. So if you can focus on getting people involved with Shakeology, which is one meal a day that you know they are getting their best nutrition, confidently know that they are getting their best nutrition, I mean, they're going to get results. So for me, I talk about Shakeology all the time because I know it works and I know that my challengers and my coaches use it on a regular basis. All right. And then the next one, I actually picked a challenge pack and I use the 21-day fix because it is, it's my biggest seller. It's an amazing program. I loved it myself. I still use it. It's great because it's a 30-minute workout. You get to use weights. You get to use cardio. You have the yoga. It's a variety of exercises, but it's also focused on portion control. So like I said, that nutrition is 80% of your results. It's a perfect program for people who have trouble with their nutrition, which is 90-something% of people in the population, along with having the 30-minute workouts. Another big issue for people is time management. So there shouldn't really be excuses for people not to have 30 minutes a day to work out. I always tell people, okay, let's see if we can cut back on your favorite TV show, replace that with your 30-minute workout, or wake up a little bit earlier. But those are the reasons why I have those two picked out. But you can scroll through and pick whatever works for you. And then at the very top right, you're going to actually see your website, your URL. That's what you are going to copy and paste and send people. So you will want to write that down. It's just beachbodycoach.com/your screen name. So whatever you signed up with as your screen name, that is what you're going to give people. I usually try to make it very easy so people can easily search it, and I can remember it without a problem. So that is your website, and you'll notice you actually have 3 different websites. You have a Shakeology website, and you have an Ultimate Reset website, which is our 21-day cleanse. It is very popular as well. I personally only give people my Beachbody Coach website because I want to give people the opportunity to see what other products we have. So for me, I would have never known about Energy and Endurance, the pre-workout formula, if I would have skipped through that and just gave them my direct Shakeology website. There are people who want to use other, whether it's the P90X bars and they need a quick meal, or different things for their workouts if they want a mat or a sweat towel or anything like that. Go they would have to go to the regular Beachbody website to find all of that. So I'm just trying to make it easy for them. I still give step-by-step instructions, so it shouldn't be hard to find, but it also gives them an opportunity to see what else we have to offer people. All right, so along with, excuse me, the website, I also have them set up, or you guys set up your EFT funds. So if you guys have not set this up yet, what you do is go to your business tab. Your business tab, my business tab, I guess I should say, is where you're going to find most of your information that you'll be looking at on a regular basis. So on my business tab, at the very, very bottom, it'll say My EFT Management. Once you click on that, this is how you're going to get paid. Just like you work somewhere else, it's the same thing. We get paid every Thursday. So it's really nice. We get paid on a weekly basis. If you do not, I don't like to say the word sell, because that's not really what we do. We don't have to sell anything. It's done for us with sharing our transformation. So I like to say it's more of sharing. But once we have customers and coaches that sign on with us, you'll get paid. If you do not sign anyone and you do not have a team under you, you simply will not have anything in your bank account that week. But you will go to EFT Management, and you can either do by physical check or US EFT. Mailing through a check, I'm pretty sure they say it takes like 4 to 6 weeks to mail it out. And to make it easy and convenient, I like to set up direct deposit. That way I know that it's in there every Thursday and I don't have to worry about anything else. One thing I can say is you guys will never have money taken out of your account by Beachbody. It is only going to be put in. So if you would have a customer who purchases something off of you and they end up not liking it, which is very rare, you do not get a lot of returns, they would not take that and deduct it from your account. They would just save it for the next time you would be making an income. It would be taken out of that. Okay. And the way you find out your commissions is you would go to My Commissions and then My Weekly Commissions, and that will tell you what your commission will be. So tomorrow is payday. Tomorrow, when I look at my commissions, there's going to be a number there, and that's not what I'm getting paid tomorrow. It's what I'm getting paid next week. Okay? So commissions is 1 week behind earnings. So if I go to earnings, whatever tomorrow shows up as earnings is what I'm getting paid tomorrow, but it will show as last week's commissions. Does that make sense? I can't see you guys. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. All right, let me go back to this now. All right, cool. So we have the EFT, we have the website, and then the other thing that I like to do to get people prepared is going to the training. So we have a news and training tab, and our training has changed recently. I think it's a lot easier to access and to find everything. So with the training, as a brand new coach for you guys, the first 2 I would tell you to start looking at is the Getting Started. This is as someone like you guys just signing up as a Beachbody coach. It'll tell you the things you need for a strong foundation for your business. It's connecting with your upline sponsor, doing the quick start, drinking Shakeology every day, investing 10 minutes of personal development daily, and reviewing the Getting Started Right training, which is in here. When I'm saying personal development, people might be thinking, what the heck is personal development? That's okay. I thought this same exact thing. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but I did see it was only 10 minutes a day. So I'm like, okay, it can't be that difficult. What personal development is either reading a book or listening to an audio. Personal growth, personal development. So we are going to give plenty of options of what you guys can listen to or read, but basically this is going to help you start growing your business. But the amazing thing about it is it's going to help you in your everyday life. So, you know, whether someone struggles with confidence or time management or working well with their finances, this is what personal development and personal growth is. It's going to help in every aspect of your life, which is also going to help in your business, your relationships, your marriage, everything you can think of. It is going to help. And I cannot tell you how blessed I am to be a part of this business, because that is how I was introduced to personal development and personal growth. And I go back and forth with personal development and personal growth. It's the same thing. People just like to call it one or the other. So the first book that we actually read or listen to, they do have it on audio. If you go on Amazon, that is where I've gotten the book and the audio, is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. It's DAREN HARDEY. I think it's DEY or DY. It's one of those two. But if you look up Compound Effect, you will find it. But that is the first book that we will be going through. It's a very, very easy read. But all of those things that I just talked about, what personal growth helps you with, is in this book. It's a short, easy book. I am not a reader at all. I'd rather listen to an audio. But I did read this as I started coaching, and it was amazing. It helps so much. And for you guys that may think I don't have time for this, I promise you, just take our advice. It's going to be an amazing learning experience for you guys. It's going to be a game changer for your life and for your business, for your relationships, for your confidence, for your financial freedom, for everything. Okay? So when we say things over and over and we start to sound really passionate about it, it's because you need to listen, and it works, and you're going to see the results and reward from it as well. All right. So you will see Know This, which is kind of what I just told you about. Your coach ID that is right in the online office on the left-hand side, how to connect with your coach, navigating the online office and setting up your websites. We already talked about that. And the value of the team Beachbody Club membership, which we did not talk about, but I will do that right now. So the club membership is something when you sign up as a coach and you get a challenge pack, you actually get a free month of the club membership. Once you have that 30 days free, you will be charged it's roughly $39 every 3 months. Okay. If you are just a discount coach, you do not have to have it if you do not want to. But what you get out of a club membership is you have the ability to stream your workouts live. You actually get more workouts than what you purchase. So you can try workouts that you don't even have just by having the club membership. So you'll have 11 different workout programs on there, which is really awesome because as a coach, it's really nice to have the ability to get to try the different programs. So when someone comes to you and you've never used it, this is your chance to say, okay, I do have a little experience with it. This is what this program is all about. So the more experience we have behind the programs and the products, the better off we are with helping our customers and coaches. If you are working the business, you will want to have the club membership. What happens is when you hit Success Club, which I will be talking about in a little bit, it's a reward that Beachbody gives you for being an Emerald Coach, which is a rank, and Success Club 5 or 10. You get free leads from Beachbody. So when someone signs up with a free account with Beachbody and they don't have a coach that they're working with, they just say, no, I don't have a coach, you can be their assigned coach and help them on their journey. And what's nice about it is when people start, after their initial purchase, we actually make commission off of them. And then we have the opportunity I've had my free customer sign up as challengers of mine. I've had them sign up as coaches. And it's pretty awesome to be able to help people from all around Canada and the US without even knowing them and give them that one-on-one support that they need. And it's nice to have that because they're looking for help. When they sign up, they say, yes, I want a free coach. So that's where we come into play. And that's an amazing opportunity that Beachbody gives us that I'm not really sure that other multi-level marketing companies do give their coaches that sign on with them. All right. And then the learn how, you simply just click through these steps. And then you're going to see getting started, what it is, the 3 vital behaviors, which is you're going to hear 3 vital behaviors for the rest of the time that you're in this business. It is what we use on a daily basis. Okay. So you can actually download the PDFs. I do recommend printing the PDFs out and start making a folder. That way you have easy access to look at everything. It's a good refresher when you're in the middle of a conversation, you go back and look at something, or if you're just making your schedule for the day, you can quickly take a look at what you need to do right off the bat to help your business move forward. And also the business quick start, which is another tool that we use as new coaches and veteran coaches, but definitely new coaches, to make your goals, to start adding contacts, to think of who you're going to talk to and who you're going to try to help. And the list goes on. So getting started and the coach tab are the 2 that I recommend you all going through, downloading everything and getting familiar with. And this is going to help you get started with our Coach Basics, which will be coming up soon, starting on June 1st. It's a Monday. It's going to be 18 days long. I want to look at you guys. I'm going to stop sharing. Sorry. So our Coach Basics is on June 1st. It's 18 days long. This is something that we do just to help you guys out in continuing to move forward with your business. My goal, and the other coaches who have been in this business that are bringing you guys on, our goal for you new coaches is to help you make your first rank advancement to Emerald, and also hit Success Club 5 or 10. And you're going to hear Success Club and Emerald. Those are the 2 huge recognitions that Beachbody allows us to have to help take that next step in the leadership position and to grow our business. When you're hitting Success Club 5 or 10 every month, and you are consistently bringing new people on and helping them along their journey, it's just showing that you are building a great team. You are changing lives. And when you're doing that, you're obviously going to be earning income for yourself, which is what a lot of people want here. Are we here to earn an extra income for ourselves and for our family? Is anyone here because they want to eventually quit their full-time job or part-time job? Okay.
Maybe.
Something to think about along the way. Awesome. All right. So the Coach Basics, again, that's our training that you guys would be getting into next if this is something that you want to pursue to build your business. 18 days long. We do a post a day. And what this is talking about the basics, going through Success Club, going through the 3 vital behaviors, a lot of the stuff that was in the training that I just talked about, but getting a little bit more in depth with it. Okay. And there is no pass or fail. This is simply just you learning along the way. You're going to hear a lot of repetitive stuff. The repetitive information is what you will need to know for your entire journey with us. Again, that book, if you guys are going to be joining us on the 1st, please let your sponsor coach know and make sure that you go ahead and order the Compound Effect book or audio. Does anyone have any questions? All right, cool. Did you guys understand what I was showing you with the online office? Was that helpful for you? Okay, cool. All right, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is challenge groups. If you guys are, who's in a challenge group right now? I guess I should ask that. Okay, cool. Some of you are in one, some of you are just getting started, I'm sure. So the challenge groups is like our main focus with our business. We're here because we want to help people. We want to change lives. We want to share the opportunity of being happy and healthy with everyone else. So challenge groups. I run mine every month. You can also talk to your sponsor coach when they run theirs, but mostly every coach will run one once a month. And I want you guys to know that you do not have to run them on your own. You are not expected to run them on your own. I actually love when my new coaches come on board and they run them with me. Because as you're doing the challenge group, I like for us to participate as challengers also. That way we can get the results along the way. Because like I said, we're all on our own journey. So for me, I like for my coaches to be a challenger in a challenge group while bringing other people on for at least 2 challenge groups. If you are comfortable after that, that is awesome if you want to run them on your own. Or if you had another coach that's in Forever Fit that you wanted to ask, you guys can run them together and team up. That way, if you have another job and you have, a lot of things going on, it saves time by running them with somebody else. That way you can take turns with posting and stuff. All right. So that way your challengers are still seeing you post, but it also gives them the extra accountability and motivation from someone else. So I don't want you guys to think of, I'm not posting a lot. I only can post once a day. That's okay, because the more coaches are joining you in the challenge group, that's just extra support for your challengers. They want that. They need that. That's amazing to have. So the challenge groups, running them with your upline coach. Don't be afraid to run them with them. And also know that we have guides. We don't just think of these daily posts on our own. We actually have guides in the back office, online office, for every single program there. So if you are stuck and you have no idea what to post, you can go and print out the PDFs of a challenge group for each program. For me, I run challenge groups where you can pick your program, because I like people to have that opportunity. If they have a knee injury or a back injury, of course, they're not going to want to do Insanity. So it's nice for everyone to see the variety of programs out there and have them pick what works best for them. I also have my own guide that whenever I did my challenge group, I just copied and pasted my daily posts into a document and I saved it. So I actually have that I can share with everybody. I always do post that in the Coach Basics group as well. So please note, you guys are never going to be left alone. We are here to help you until you are comfortable doing it independently or with another coach. And let me see here. Okay, so some of the important information that would be great for you guys to know getting started is we have tons of trainings and calls that are going to help you guys. You're never alone learning anything. We are part of the #1 team in the company, the Dream Team with Melanie Mitro. You will probably hear her name a lot. She is the #1 coach in the entire organization. She's actually my cousin. She is the one who got me started on this journey. So it was really amazing to watch her go from a random coach that signed up, and all of our family is like, what is she getting into now? She's in some pyramid scheme helping people and everyone thinks that she's making money. And then I realized when I joined her on the journey that this is a life changer. Like, it is amazing. And what she's doing is changing so many people's lives. And it's not a pyramid scheme. Like, I am not benefiting from her. She is not benefit. Well, she does kind of benefit from me, because as I build volume, it does help. But she doesn't make money directly off of me. And that's why it's not a pyramid scheme. Okay. So it is nice to see that you can go from just a regular random coach to a top coach if this is something that you truly want and it's something that you're truly passionate about. So she has team calls every Monday, and I actually post the recordings in Forever Fit. That way we have access to seeing them. Also, every Monday we have something called National Wake Up Calls. That is what Team Beachbody gives us. They're at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So that's what, 8 a.m. Pacific? I'm really bad with my time zones. Sorry, guys. Okay. But you have access to seeing those in the back office where that breaking news is. You will see all of the national wake up calls. And again, I try to be really good with posting the recordings also in Forever Fit. And along with that, we do have our team calls every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. One great thing about this is they're recorded. We know that you guys are busy and have lives, and you cannot make Beachbody your life, nor do we want you to. We know that family comes first, and that is what we expect you to keep that way. We do make sacrifices along the way. Like right now, my kids are upstairs with my husband, and he is taking care of them, but those small sacrifices do pay off because it gives me the ability to help you guys get started. But the team calls are great to get on. If you can get on them live, that's awesome, because it also gives you the ability to ask questions along the way. All right. And again, those calls are also recorded. Does anyone have any questions there? Nope. Okay, cool. All right. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is social media. Who is afraid of starting their business because they are not familiar with social media or Facebook? Is everyone pretty good with Facebook? They have social media? Okay, awesome. That's usually not the case. So with our business, the way we grow is by talking to people everywhere. So what we do is we go on social media, and Facebook, for instance, is one of the biggest social media avenues that personally I use, just because that's where my groups are held. That's where I hold my challenge groups. That's where I hold my coach groups, my trainings, everything is on Facebook. So there are tons of coaches who have started their business not even having a Facebook account. But I want to reassure you guys that it's totally possible to grow. Talking to family and friends first, adding people that you went to high school with or middle school with or elementary school with or college with, or people that you used to work with. There are tons of people everywhere that need your help, and that's what we're here to do. So it's important to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. And what I mean by that is sometimes it is scary to add people that we haven't talked to in a while. Sometimes it's scary to invite people that we haven't talked to in a while. But if you can do that and get out of your comfort zone, get a little uncomfortable, you're going to realize that it is totally worth getting uncomfortable, because those people are the ones who usually need help, and they're looking for someone, but they just don't know where to go or who to talk to about it, or they may be embarrassed. Think about your own experience. How did you feel talking to someone about the opportunity if you were wanting to start your own journey? So kind of put yourself in their position, but it is important to open yourself up and add contacts, add people that you haven't talked to in a while, invite people, start making conversations with people. That way you're building the relationship, because that's one of the biggest things, is becoming friends with them and not just saying, hey, do you want to join my challenge group? It'll pay off a lot more if you can build a relationship and make the conversation. One thing I do is I go on people's Facebook. I'll start liking their pictures. I'll look and see what's going on in their lives. And that's the way I usually start the conversation is I'll start talking about their kids, or if they're doing a sport, or what they have for vacation coming up. It's a great way to start showing that I'm interested in their life. But it also gives them the ability to say, okay, I wonder what she's doing and what's going on in her life. And they'll go to my Facebook wall and see that I'm posting on Facebook. So I'm posting my workouts. I'm posting that I'm eating healthy, that I'm drinking Shakeology, that I'm a coach and I'm here to help people. And then they can come back, and this happens all the time, is they come back and say, hey, what's that Beachbody coaching that you're doing? And that's why we want to post on our social media. You'll hear it's one of the 3 vital behaviors is inviting, but we post usually about 3 to 5 times a day on Facebook. And I don't know how much you guys like to post on Facebook, but it is something that we do because it's a way of having people relate to us and us grabbing their attention. It will allow people to be able to relate to you when you're honest and you're sharing your life. So when I'm saying about posting, I don't mean you have to post just about Beachbody, just about fitness, just about food. Post what you're passionate about. If you have a hobby and you're very passionate about, like horseback riding or baking or sewing, anything, you can still post about that because that's why people are going to relate to you. But it's also very important to post about your journey along the way so they know what you're doing. Because if you're not posting about it, they're going to go to someone else who is. And that's one of the most important things. If you don't step out of your comfort zone and invite people, they're going to go to someone else who is inviting, and they're going to accept their offer instead of waiting for yours. So, all right. Let me see here. Has anyone had a transformation here that they have not shared yet on Facebook? Okay. So when I talk about sharing your journey on Facebook, I do not mean you have to have a before and after transformation that you're at your goal weight. Kelly, I would love to use you for an example because Kelly has been on her journey and she was very, very afraid to post because she was not at her goal. And she actually did not post initially her 30-day pictures that were absolutely amazing. You waited until 60 days, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing I'm getting at is when people see you along the way, people are going to be able to relate to you. When you're real, that's when people are going to want to say, oh my gosh, what is she doing? I want to go to her because she's in the middle of her journey and that's what I need. That's what I'm looking for. I would like to do that in 30 days or 21 days or 60 days. So even if you're not at your goal weight, the more you can show of your success, whether it's non-scale I love the non-scale victory. So whether you just lost a pant size, whether you're off a medication, whether you have an increase in energy, your skin has improved with Shakeology. That's another big one. There are so many different routes to take that you can share your success and transformation along the way that is going to grab people's attention and say, okay, what are you doing there? And I want to do what you're doing. And once Kelly stepped out of her comfort zone and she shared her journey, you had like tons of likes, tons of comments. I mean, she has grown a very successful business because of what she is posting and sharing with people, and she is totally stepping out of her comfort zone. I mean, this girl didn't even take selfies, and she's finally taking selfies. and it's awesome. She's still being herself. She's still being real. And that's what you always need to keep in the back of your head. Do not try to be someone else. Be happy and comfortable with who you are, because that is our goal with this. Like you're a coach and you are who you are, and people love you for who you are. You're beautiful inside and out, no matter what. And it is important to show that so people come to you for who you are. Okay. Whether you still need to lose 5 pounds, whether you still need to lose 50 pounds, whether you still need to lose 100 pounds, it doesn't matter. Show your journey along the way, and people are going to appreciate it and come to you because they are looking for that same help as well. Sorry, I get passionate. All right. So I was going to say what to post. I already said your journey. I do a lot of post-workout pictures. I do a lot of action shot pictures. Whether I'm doing a yoga move and I don't even know how to do it and I'm trying, at least I'm showing it. One thing that I did the workout PIO. I was actually in the test group for Beachbody. And I was really bad with my flexibility. I used to be amazing because I was a gymnast, but after not doing it for years, I got really bad at it. So I actually showed my progress from lifting my leg in the air, doing a split in the air. I don't know what you call them. But I showed my progress from my leg being over here. And at the end of plyo, my leg was up here and I was in a split. It had nothing to do with my weight. It had nothing to do with the scale or my pant size. It was my flexibility. And I had so many people coming to me because they wanted more toning and flexibility and strength. So, you know, those are the things when you can show your workout pictures and your post-workout pictures and your sweaty pictures, you know, that you're just sparkling because you just burned those calories and now you feel good for the day. Those are the kind of things that people want to see. When people see you're being a product of the product, which means you're using everything and sharing it at the same time, people will be engaged. I do a lot of motivational quotes. And when I'm posting motivational quotes, I am not sharing it from someone else's page. I am taking it from whether it's Google or Pinterest. I will save it onto my computer. I will post it. But instead of having it blank and not putting anything, I add value to it. I say why I'm posting it and how it is giving value to my life. Okay. I post a lot about my family, my kids, food, what I'm eating, recipes. People love recipes. It's easy. And again, hobbies, any interest that you have. All right. And I already talked about posting 3 times a day. All right, cool. So I did want to mention Success Club. Guys, I don't want to keep you much longer. I'm almost done. Success Club is probably something you guys are wondering, what the heck is Success Club? Because she's already talked about it twice. It sounds important. It is important, guys, because when you're hitting Success Club, that means you're changing lives. And when you're changing lives, you are doing a lot for yourself. You're doing a lot for other people. You're also earning an income for yourself. So Success Club 5, it is what Beachbody gives us for helping people. And when you have Success Club points, it comes from 2 different things. So it'll either come from challenge packs or Shakeology and Home Direct. The challenge packs are usually how we sign people up, because when people are joining my challenge group, they need a fitness program and they need Shakeology and Home Direct. That's a challenge pack right there. You get them both, but it's actually a discounted price. So I try to help people save money as the best I can. So I go the more cost-effective route. I say a challenge pack, that's what it is. You get your fitness program, you get your Shakeology started in Home Direct, and that comes with your first month. So if you guys took notice, challenge pack and Shakeology Home Direct, they're both Shakeology Home Direct. That's where those points come in. Okay, if someone just orders off of you a one-time Shakeology, you do not get a point. If someone orders just a workout program, you do not get a point. The reason I have people sign up on Shakeology Home Direct, even if they want 1 month, I say that's okay. You're saving $13 a month on Home Direct rather than purchasing it alone. Okay, so even if they don't want it that next month, I say that's fine. If you want, before that 30 days is up, I always have them do it within 4 days before their next shipment would come out. Make sure that they cancel if that's something they don't want to do. But I guarantee you, I reassure you, you will fall in love once you start using it, because it is going to do amazing things for your body with your energy, your bloating, your cravings, your skin, everything. As long as you're also eating healthy. If you use Shakeology and you eat like crap and put Reese cups in your Shakeology like my husband used to do, it is not going to benefit you. Yes, he did that all the time. And I'm like, you're wasting my Shakeology. Don't even touch it anymore. So yes, that is where the Success Club points come into play. The 2 points for a challenge pack, 1 point for Shakeology and Home Direct. So that means if you can help 3 people a month, 3 people, you can hit Success Club 5 or 6, because 3 people with a challenge pack, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, that equals 6 points. There's your Success Club 5. You've helped 3 people get started on their journey. So you're also getting your Shakeology paid for. All right? That's how that works. I try not to think about the number so much. I try to focus on how many people I'm going to help. Okay, so my focus is I say that I'm helping at least 5 people a month. And how we start reaching out to people, you reach out to everybody. You do not bypass anyone unless they're already a coach. Everyone deserves the opportunity. The first people that I go to are family and friends. So if I can get my husband signed up, my mother signed up, yep, my husband's a coach, my mom's a coach, my sister, I have like all of my family in this, and they love it. And that's the great thing is my mom, she signed up as a discount coach, but she is now working the business. But because of that, my mom has lost 20 pounds, even though she has had such a hard time losing weight. She is off her cholesterol medicine that she's been on for over 10 years that they said she would never get off. She is not borderline diabetic anymore because she has been using Shakeology religiously. It's low on the glycemic index. She used to have borderline high blood sugar. She does not have that anymore. It's been amazing. My grandma, she is a diabetic and she uses it and it helps her with regulating her insulin levels. So just think about your family and who can benefit from it. Everyone can benefit from it. There is nothing, this is not a scheme. You're not asking people to help you to make money. You are asking them to help you while you help them, while you keep them motivated, while you keep them accountable. And then they can join our challenge groups together and we can all be accountability partners in this. And Kelly, Tim is right beside her. They're both coaches. They both sign up together. And you know what? They've been accountability partners and they both have amazing results. Ashley, same with her. Her and her husband, they do it together. They've had amazing results. And now Ashley is a bikini competitor and her husband is going to be competing as well with her next month. So he is still right. Sorry, I just said that. I hope he's not listening. I don't know if he wanted me to say that or not. But it's amazing what this can do for people. It is totally a life changer, game changer for everything. Does anyone have any questions about Success Club? Yes. Becca, do you want to unmute yourself? Oh, if you have one person who gets Shakeology HD, do you get a point for that? Every person, for that person every month. Okay, so that's a great question, Becca. You actually get maximum of 2 points per person. And it's not a bad thing because you want to continue helping new people along the way. So yeah, you do get max 2 points per person. So if someone orders Shakeology and Home Direct, that's 1 point. Say the next month they want a challenge pack, they would cancel that Shakeology and Home Direct and get a challenge pack. They would only get 1 more point because you can only get 2. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Thanks.
Perfect. And that, like I said, that's why I aim to shoot for helping 3 to 5 people new every month. That way I can continue hitting Success Club every month. And as you're hitting Success Club, you actually earn free money to go on the cruise that we have. The cruise is next year, but our Success Club trips. So this year was Mexico, next year is a cruise. You're actually accruing money to pay for your trip as you're earning Success Club points. It's pretty awesome. Like my trip was completely paid for the past 2 years. I get to go for free. I took my entire family to Cancun, including my kids. So it's a great opportunity. Beachbody loves having their families involved. We're very family-oriented people. So that's another bonus of having Success Club. And once you hit Success Club for 12 consecutive months from January to December, you actually also earn money to spend on your Success Club trip. So I have hit Success Club. I have helped at least 5 people. So I've hit Success Club 10 every month for the past year. I actually had $750 to use on anything I wanted while I was in Mexico. So I took my husband, I let him go golfing for the day with his friends, and I had spa treatments. And it was pretty awesome. And it was all paid for by Beachbody, along with my trip. So tons of amazing opportunities. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. You'll notice it. as you keep going with this. All right. And the last thing I want to talk about is the rank advancement to Emerald. Okay, because I did talk about Success Club and Emerald. Those are the two goals that I have for my coaches, for every coach in this organization, if they're wanting to be successful and grow a successful business. Rank advancing is very important because the higher rank you are, yes, it shows you as a leader, you're growing a team, but it also helps with your long-term income. All right, so the first rank advancement, the first stepping stone in your business, right now, you guys as new coaches are active coaches. It'll just say coach, okay? To rank advance to Emerald, which is the next one, you have a right leg and a left leg, okay? When you sign up one coach on your right leg and one coach on your left leg, that equals Emerald. I should probably screen share this real quick. And this is the last thing we're talking about, guys. Okay. If you go to my business tab, my downline, graphical genealogy, guys, this is not about customers. This is about coaches. So whether someone wants to sign up as a discount coach, which means they simply want the discount, or whether they want to work the business as a coach and they want to do what we're doing, either way, the coach is still a coach. There's no push to ever have to coach. So it's the same thing. You sign a discount coach the same way you sign a working coach. But they show up as your team. Okay, so do you guys see this? Sorry, can't see anyone.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I am right at the top here, and you guys are all going to see this for yourself. Your name, your coach ID, which you do want to remember. You're going to see you here, and then you have your left leg and then your right leg. Your left leg is on your left leg. Your right leg is on your right leg. And once you sign up a person on your right leg and a person on your left, that equals Emerald. And you'll see it's color coded, so it'll tell you exactly what you are. So an active coach is just going to be blue. If they're inactive, that just means that they don't have volume, so they're probably not using Shakeology. If they're canceled, that means that they completely canceled their account. All right, so our first goal is to sign up one person on each side. And that's where it comes into play with having your family and your friends, because the first people we want to help are the people that we are surrounded by that we love. So if we can help them first, that's awesome. The sooner you get your spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend signed up, the sooner it will help you become successful because you have control of that. Okay, so if you sign up your spouse, you're already halfway to Emerald. All you need to do is sign up one more person on the other side. And if you're wondering how to switch it on the other side, you would just see preferred placement, set. If they signed up on your right and you see their name, you would just switch it to the left and call it a day. And then the next person that signs up will be on that left side.
What's the difference between right and left? Like, is there a difference?
Yes, one is a weak leg and one is a strong leg. Okay, this might get confusing because it's one of the hardest things to understand. But one is a strong leg and one is a weak leg. And how you find out which is which is one leg is going to have like tons of coaches that do not say PS or personally sponsored. They're people that you didn't sign up. That will be your strong leg. Okay, so it's helping your volume for your cycle bonuses for long-term income. What you want to do is your rank only counts by the people you sign up as personally sponsored. So our goal is to build our weak leg, because the more you can build your weak leg to meet your strong leg, the more cycle bonuses you're going to have. And that cycle bonus is your long-term income after you rank advanced past Emerald. You do not get cycle bonuses until you're Emerald or above. Okay, and a cycle bonus is when one of those legs is 100 volume and the other one is 200 volume. That's a cycle bonus, and you actually earn an income by having volume on both of those sides. So with people using Shakeology, people signing up customers, people signing up coaches. Okay, that is how you're going to get your cycle bonuses. And that's something we'll definitely talk about more in the Coach Basics. I don't want to overwhelm people right now. But does that give you an idea of the strong leg and weak leg? Okay. Does anybody have any questions? All right, cool. I'm sorry that I took so long. I wasn't expecting to, but I want to make sure that you guys have a gist of, you know, what you're getting into and how we're going to help you get started. So I'm excited for you guys all to get started. And like I said, June 1st, we're going to have a Coach Basics group where we're going to help you even more, and it's just going to continue moving forward. If you have any questions, please feel free to post in Forever Fit. And I'm recording this, so I will be posting the recording in case anyone missed it and you want to go over it. All right, guys? Thank you so much for coming on, and I hope you have a good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.